The scene is familiar. A boat, a raging sea, the disciples fear, and Jesus asleep. It sounds like a distant story, yet how many times does our own heart find itself in that same place? Storms come suddenly, an unexpected message, a loss, an uncertainty, and fear quickly tries to sink our faith. The disciples, even while walking with Jesus, were desperate. They knew who he was, but in the face of the wind and the waves, they forgot that the creator of the sea was inside the boat. How often do we do the same? We know the word, we have seen miracles, but when life starts shaking, we think, "Lord, don't you see what I'm going through?" Jesus rises, rebukes the wind and the sea, and everything becomes calm. With just one word, chaos turns into peace. Then he asks, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" That question still echoes today. Have we trusted Jesus only when the sea is calm? True faith is revealed in the storm. It is when everything is out of our control that we realize how much we must trust the one who has all power over heaven, earth, and sea. Do not fear the storm. The miracle of Jesus calming the storm teaches us that we must not fear the tempests of life. Jesus did not rebuke the disciples merely for being afraid, but for not demonstrating mature faith. The problem is that a lack of faith inevitably leads to fear. And indeed, it's quite common to feel fear in the middle of a storm. But when we look to Jesus, we realize that such fear makes no sense. During that storm, the disciples failed to see that there was truly nothing to fear. The sea was raging, and the wind was blowing fiercely, but the very one who stretched out the heavens and set the limits of the sea was humbly resting at the stern of that small boat. Being tossed by the waves, the disciples should have known that with Jesus in the boat, they were always safe. He is the Lord of the universe. He controls all things according to his will. Even the forces of nature, which to human eyes seem untamable, are completely subject to his power. When Jesus calmed the storm, he fulfilled the scriptures. The psalmist writes that the Lord is the one who controls the wind and the waves. He makes the storm cease and calms the raging waters. He delivers those who cry out to him in their distress and brings them safely to their desired haven. Psalm 107, 23, 30. That's why we must not fear the adversities that shake our boat. Jesus gave us a promise. He would be with us until the end of the age. Matthew 28:20. We must never let fear make us forget that Jesus still calms the storm.